Be warned, this video will contain spoilers. This week's episode of FBI Season 8, Episode 4 throws us straight into one of the most intense and nerve-wracking missions the team has faced in a while. The story begins with the team being assigned to protect a U.S. senator who recently survived an attack that left her husband seriously injured. She's determined to show the world she isn't afraid, choosing to fly commercial instead of taking a private jet back to Washington, D.C. for a major vote. Right from the start, that decision sets the stage for disaster, because this so-called show of strength quickly turns into a deadly flight. OA and Maggie are tasked with keeping the senator safe during the trip, and things seem calm at first. But tension builds when the senator excuses herself to the restroom mid-flight and doesn't come back. After a few minutes, OA and Maggie check on her, only to find her collapsed and completely unresponsive. The situation spirals fast. They call for an emergency landing, but tragically, the senator doesn't make it. What's strange is the discoloration on her skin that Maggie immediately notices. It's not something you'd see with a heart attack or stroke. It looks more like she's been poisoned. Meanwhile, the rest of the team back in New York starts digging into the senator's background and discovers something huge. The vote she was flying back for involved legislation that could have exposed a major chemical corporation for misconduct. That revelation shifts everything. This wasn't a random death on a plane. It was a calculated hit meant to silence her before she could cast that vote. Back on the plane, OA and Maggie stay behind as authorities secure the passengers, trying to figure out who could have pulled this off in such a confined space. Their attention turns to an older man with a cane who had been sitting near the senator and acting suspiciously calm. When they confront him, he becomes defensive, and that's when things explode, literally and figuratively. The agents discover that his cane isn't just a walking aid, it's a weapon. Hidden inside is a compartment containing the very toxin that killed the senator. During the scuffle, OA gets exposed to the poison. Watching him go down, gasping and fading, adds a real punch of emotion to the episode. Maggie doesn't hesitate. She grabs a vial of antidote they manage to recover from the suspect's belongings and injects OA, saving his life in the nick of time. It's one of those moments that reminds us just how much these two trust each other, and how dangerous their line of work can be. Later, the team identifies the man as a disgraced chemist with ties to a shady defense contractor, confirming that the senator's death was part of a cover-up. But before they can fully take him in, his accomplices ambush the transport team, leading to a firefight that allows the killer, codenamed Oslo, to escape. OA survives but is left weakened by the poisoning, a physical reminder of just how close he came to losing his life. And while the team has stopped a massive political scandal from spiraling even further, the fact that Oslo is still out there leaves the case far from over. There's a somber tone in those final moments. Isabel faces tough questions from higher-ups about how the protection mission went wrong, and the whole team feels the weight of what it means to save, protect, and still lose someone they swore to keep safe. Scola and Ramos also have some great scenes this episode, continuing to build their partnership despite the constant tension with the Secret Service. It's one of those subtle storylines that adds layers to the team dynamic, showing how much trust and communication matter when lives are on the line. Overall, this episode perfectly captures what makes FBI so gripping. It's not just the action or the procedural mystery, but the emotional toll these missions take on the team. OA's poisoning wasn't just a plot twist. It was a reminder that every case could be their last. What did you think about this episode? Do you think Oslo will return later in the season?